to the Muskegon channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley on your Tuesday, the 6th day of June in the year of our Lord 2017. Andy O, Dave Cackley, ready to do the do for you. I have a confession to make.
Go ahead.
I have been on a kick lately.
What's the kick?
Kenny Rogers.
I love Kenny. Oh my God, I love Kenny Rogers.
I was at the Lewis's Farm Market the other day, up in Stony Lake up there. It's like 31 a little bit. And, they've got a family-friendly set of music that they play and rotate throughout the day.
Right.
And I heard Love Will Turn You Around.
Okay.
Remember that song?
Vaguely. I was more of a coward of the county.
I knew that.
The gambler.
I knew you were the coward of the county. I was going to bring that up, in fact. I could see you in that video. You'd be great when you stopped and locked the door. No, but it was from the movie Six Pack.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Diane Lane.
Love will turn you around,
That's right.
around.
Okay, yeah. I remember
it now. Oh, my
now.
God, what a great song. So
I love that movie, too.
I bought the greatest hits.
You bought Kenny's greatest hits?
Yep, I sure did.
What,
Loaded
$6?
It right up on the MP3 player and everything else. So now I got they didn't have Islands in the Stream on it, which was fine because I didn't really care for that song all that much.
You don't need duets with Kenny.
Huh?
You don't need duets with Kenny.
No, you don't.
But
in all honesty, too, you know what I thought? I thought these are good songs for kids to hear.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried to.
There's a good message. Yeah. It's just. I'm thinking to myself, I got to have this. So I bought Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits the other day.
Yeah, I got Max into John Denver for the same reason.
He
sucks. Like Sunshine on My Shoulders, Rocky Mountain High, Country Roads. Come on.
I will say this, though, that up at Lewis's Farm Market last year when I was the amazing expert pig race caller, John Denver was part of the intro song.
Of course.
We go into that whole Cotton Eye Joe thing, and life on the farm is kind of laid back. That was fun.
Good times.
I really like that. So
how can you like Kenny and not like John Denver? That doesn't make sense to me.
Kind of sucks. I mean, compared to Kenny Rogers, we're talking Kenny Rogers here, man.
John Denver's a musical genius.
Let me ask you this: who got a TV show on the History Channel?
Who talked to God? John Denver talked to God.
No, Jim Carrey talked to God.
No, John Denver talked to him first.
Look.
Sorry.
You've claimed to be a Morgan Freeman fan, and you've always skipped over his biggest role. Morgan Freeman is God. Yeah. Just so you know. If I walked up to Morgan Freeman and he said, "You know what? It's true. I am God," I'd go, "I knew it. I knew it." George Burns didn't count.
That's blasphemy right
Just
there,
saying.
Man. I don't know.
It's Morgan Freeman, man. I know my God.
That might be some purgatory for you for that last little comment. Just saying.
I don't think so. Hey, you're on a time crunch. Get some news done here.
All right, let's do it. The White House said on Monday that President Trump will not use executive privilege to block former FBI Director James Comey from testifying before Congress later this week. According to Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, President wants, quote, a thorough investigation of the facts. Reports indicate Comey will tell the Intelligence Committee that Trump asked him to drop the investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's ties to Russian officials. I believe that's going down on Thursday, so that's going to be like with Comey's testimony. That's going to be wall-to-wall coverage on Twitter, on Facebook, on all the networks. Anything Trump related, boom, 24/7 coverage.
Telling you what, this fat lady's starting to sing.
He's gonna be there 4 years. He's not getting impeached.
Okay.
We got $50 on this. He's not getting
when?
We bet $50. I said he's going to make it 4 years. You said he's coming.
4 years from now, you won't remember anyway. So.
I'll be able to keep my $50. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to put it in my Franklin planner.
$50. $50.
Oh,
all right,
man.
What else is happening? A frozen yellowfin tuna is being recalled. This due to a hepatitis A contamination. Restaurants in Texas, Oklahoma, and California received the potentially contaminated fish and have been notified. The Food and Drug Administration continues to investigate. Now, hepatitis A That's not the hepatitis that Pamela Anderson has. I thought she had C. What's the bad hepatitis?
I don't know hepatitis. I know it affects your liver, but other than that, I don't know much. It's a bloodborne pathogen, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I don't know much about hepatitis though.
Okay.
And I don't know much about yellowfin tuna, unless tuna comes in a can, and you twist the thing to get it open a bunch of times. I've never tried it.
Well, it doesn't affect anybody in Michigan. Thankfully, for me, as somebody who's a big fan of the Gorton's fish sticks,
yes,
it didn't affect the fish sticks, any fish sticks. Which, I mean, because I still got my Heinz for dipping, Heinz ketchups for the dippings, and that would have been awful to have to throw away the Gorton's fish sticks.
I would have been beside myself with sorrow.
Of course, I appreciate you in your ability to empathize.
In your fish sticks,
my fish sticks.
Who eats fish sticks?
I do. They're delicious and they're good for you because fish is good for you, even especially in stick form, and it's way better than getting that all fancy schmancy.
See, and here's where you're going wrong with it too. Ketchup. I mean, you got to have
tartar sauce. Gross.
Oh, that's what you got.
Tartar sauce looks like it's already been digested.
You got a little mayonnaise in there. You got some relish, maybe a little squeeze of lemon.
God,
where it's
that's way too busy.
Huh?
That's way too busy. Ketchup's more simple.
Okay.
Supporters of a new bill in the Michigan House that would eliminate licensing requirements to carry a concealed weapon in the state say they do fear a possible veto by Governor Rick Snyder. Snyder has used his veto power to stop laws that loosen gun regulations in the past. Now, the legislation would eliminate the need for a concealed pistol license. The bill is expected to be voted on by the end of the week.
Isn't he a Republican?
Yeah.
Aren't Republicans all for guns?
Yeah, there are always varying degrees of people. I mean, it all depends. Snyder's always been a little more moderate, so it would shock me if he vetoes this.
Well,
I don't. It's like he's vetoed some. He's let some of that stuff go through in the past. So who knows? I guess we'll probably find out by the end of the week.
I'm all for it at this point. It's vigilance right now.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
You want to be ready. When somebody jumps out of a van with a bunch of knives.
This is coming from a guy who's never felt the need to carry, even though I have a license, I've never felt the need that I had to carry a gun. But when you see something like happened in London the other day, a bunch of wackos jump up out of a van and start running around stabbing people, dude, I would hope that somebody in the vicinity has got the power to stop them. That's just, and it's an awful thing to have to admit. It's an awful truth, but it is what it is.
So does this make you more likely to carry now? I mean, have you thought about starting to carry it?
No.
I mean, you're not. I mean, we've talked about soft targets in mid-sized cities like Grand Rapids or Muskegon.
Yep.
They could be hot spots for that. So you never know.
It's just in my lifetime, I never imagined we'd be looking at things like this. Never thought we would.
Yeah. It's a different world. It's totally different world right now. So, speaking of Muskegon, their 2017 cruise season set to begin with the first mooring of the Pearl Mist on Thursday. The 200-seat passenger ship scheduled to dock 10 times at Heritage Landing throughout the summer. The first mooring of the Victory Cruise Line is set for September. That line could have a full schedule of stops in Muskegon by 2018. Once again, this is great for Muskegon. I get a lot of activity going downtown. You got a lot of stuff to check out, which is why this is becoming a hot port. You got those microbreweries popping up. You got museums, and once that casino goes through in Fruitport, that's going to be just another big thing.
Yeah, it's an exciting time in Muskegon to say the least. I'm glad these ships come. I would hope that the powers that be in Muskegon see more of opportunities. I mean. And I'll give you a good case in point. Electric Forest is coming up at the end of the month, just up the street, up 31 up there. That's the tourist group you want.
Right.
Dude, they spend $13 a piece on pre-mixed drinks and don't blink an eye. Seriously. A beer is $8, and they're like, give me 4.
Wow, man, that's almost as much as I spent on Saturday night.
That's a lucrative crowd, and they are... I'm telling you, last year was my first year to bartend up there at this Electric Forest thing.
Oh, you bartended up there?
Oh, yeah, me, Cindy, and Teresa. We all did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We best festival I've ever seen, nicest people I've ever been around.
Right.
Kind, polite, thoughtful, appreciative that we were there working while they were playing, and give you give you an idea of the kind of money that goes through this thing, nightly they put $600,000 in the ATMs.
Nightly?
Nightly.
$600,000. Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah. Don't try any monkey shines because they're all guarded and there's no.
Okay. Well, I was just saying because I was going to put one of those things that people put on the gas stations, little skimmers, and a way to make an extra, a few extra bucks.
I'll tell you this though.
I could always use $1.
There's this notion that there are a bunch of these dirty hippies and blah 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 and yada yada yada. They're not, and it's this big drug festival. I didn't even smell weed the entire weekend I was there.
Are you? Come on, you had to smell a little bit.
Not even a single time.
Really? Did you have one of your sinus infections?
No.
So you couldn't smell it? That seems a little.
I'll tell you what. I was a bouncer when I was a kid. Younger guy. It was last call. They give last call at like 1 o'clock. This guy comes walking up to the bar, and he's looking for one more drink, and I'm thinking, oh, God, I got to tell him it's over. Hey, pal, sorry, it's been last call already, and I'm expecting a fight, and I'm going to have to call security.
Come on, man.
Yeah, go, man, come on.
Yeah, what the hell?
He said, I'm sorry, I'll know better tomorrow.
What?
It's a direct quote.
Wow.
I talked to people from 20 states and 9 countries on the Friday last year of Electric Forest. That's who we need to be watching out for as far as tourism goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Trust me.
Wow.
Ain't my first rodeo.
Evidently not.
Nope.
Sports. Tigers were off. They take on the Angels tonight. First pitch set for 7:10.
Hey, wait a minute.
Daniel, what?
Speaking of baseball, 7 o'clock tonight is also the home opener for the Muskegon Clippers. Out at Marsh Park.
Semi-pro?
Collegiate League. Wooden bat Collegiate League.
Oh, okay, cool.
There are going to be pro scouts at just about every game with their radar guns and everything else. This is a big deal.
Oh, so it's kind of like what they're doing with the Lumberjacks. It's kind of like the transitional. It's not quite minor league. It's that
step just
between
before
college and
juniors, I guess you could call
juniors.
It. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Fun. 7:10 tonight. Marshfield, be there.
Awesome. Cubs win. They beat the Miami Marlins 3-1 in Stanley Cup final, now tied at 2 games apiece as Nashville skates past the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-1.
Let me ask you this. Didn't Charles Barkley say something about the NBA finals last night that
the Stanley Cup finals have been better?
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah.
The problem, at the end of the day, the NBA finals blows it out of the water from a rating standpoint just because there are more basketball fans than there are hockey fans.
No, they're not.
And I can identify the Stanley Cup Finals as being close and I'm sure incredibly compelling for hockey fans. I don't happen to be a hockey fan. I'm an NBA guy.
Yeah,
so I'm
you got dropped on your head when you were a kid. But we won't
because I'm enjoying watching the greatest team that's ever been assembled in Golden State just thrash everybody. I'm a fan of excellence. I just am. If somebody's blowing somebody out and they're so much better than everybody else, I have an appreciation for that, and I like watching that. So
well, there you have it.
That's me.
Dave, go enjoy Tuesday.
See ya.